Safe, mate. Play nice and safe. No actionable comments, and let's get through this well.
Hang on. Okay. Here we go. Welcome all to the Tier 1 final of Season 8 of the Online Quiz League's Pop Culture Challenge. Nearly 300 players came into the competition, answering questions about the world of popular culture. This is the quiz where Aston Villa meets Aston Merrygold, meets Buster Merryfield, meets Buster Move DS, meets Right Move, meets Do the Right Thing, meets Do Androids Dream of Electric Sheep. Over 6 weeks of matches, their results moved them up and down the table, and the top 16, the best of the best, qualified for Tier 1. 8 were eliminated in the quarter-final. A further 4 last week, and we are left with the best of the best of the best. So let's meet the finalists. In Seat 1, a legend of the Pop Culture Challenge and the runner-up in the first ever season back in 2021. He also made it to the Tier 1 final in Seasons 3 and 4. In fact, he's been incredibly consistent across all 8 seasons of PCC, with his lowest ever finish being 5th in Tier 2. John tells me he's won a lifestyle medal at a Live 8 event, which I think is about answering quiz questions rather than a comment on how well he lives his life. In OQL, he plays occasionally for Ipso Scratcho in Division 4 and is looking for his first ever PCC title. Say hello to Dave Gregson. In Seat 2, a young man who has become synonymous with quiz since bursting onto our scenes in 2020 with SQF in OQL, helping them reach the dizzying heights of Division 3. He appeared in the Tier 1 final in the first 3 seasons of PCC and finished 5th in Season 4 before taking a break to join the writing team. He's won lowbrow medals at Live 8 events and finished 2024 as the #1 ranked pop culture quizzer and #2 ranked film and TV quizzer. As well as these achievements, he's a key part of the team at Red Tooth and is a huge help to OQL in organising our scratch teams and in trophy acquisition. Also looking for his first PCC title, it's Lewis Jones.
You give all you have to give for all that you can be. When the day is done, you're the champion. Yeah, the best a man can get.
In Seat 3, a player who's been part of OQL since day 1, having joined the scratch team Disparate Origins, and has been a key part of them staying in the upper echelons of OQL. On TV, he's been a 15-1 grand finalist, a mastermind semi-finalist, and has been a winner on the chase. He's been consistently strong in PCC, having previously won Tier 4 and twice making Tier 1, but this is his first appearance in a PCC grand final, and therefore he is also looking for his first PCC title. Please welcome Tom Mead. In Seat 4, a quizzer who has won it all. He's been a part of the Mangoes team who've won 3 OQL League titles, spurred on by his many full houses. He's won numerous Live 8 events and has so many medals that if he wore them all at the same time, he would look as though he'd mugged Mr. T. In 2024, he topped the overall rankings and won 3 of the 8 subjects, including sport. He's been a part of the team who've won the OQL Buzzer Quiz and part of a winning team at the MQL Buzzer Quiz. He's previously been the brain of Online Quiz League and has also won the sister competition to PCC, the International Culture Challenge. Oh, and on top of all of that, he's also won the last 2 seasons of this competition, so he's the defending champion and looking for his 3rd straight PCC title. Give it up for Evan Lynch. There is a quiz coming, I promise. But first, I need to say thank you to the people who make the Pop Culture Challenge the competition it is. Firstly, to the writing team of Aaron Lynch, Aidan Lynch, Alexia Jarvis, Brendan Curtis, Dave Bill, David Stainer, James Horton, Lauren Hamer, Mick Conroy, Ronnie Jackson, Shanine Salmon, and Will Swigert, who've come up with 165 interesting and varied quads for this season, as well as many, many tiebreakers and spares. A special thanks to our editor, David Stainer, ably assisted by James Horton, for putting the sets together each week and working hard to ensure balance throughout the sets and throughout the seats, and to Will Swigert for proofreading every set. Thank you to Dave Gregson for maintaining the results thread each week. Thank you to Will Jones for building and maintaining the technology that allows PCC to work so flawlessly each season. Thank you to Aidan Lynch for all his work in running the competition, coordinating the writing team, and so much other stuff. PCC could not operate without his contributions. To all of the play testers who've taken their time to review the sets each week and help to ensure the sets are balanced, interesting, and usually error-free. And a huge thank you, of course, to everybody who has read a game this season. We've had 658 games in the PCC, and not a single one has had to be rescheduled because they couldn't find a reader. Thank you to you all, especially those in the core reader group who have to put up with John Stitcher's constant reminders about unclaimed games. And finally, an enormous word of thanks to the players. Without your continuous support, Pop Culture Challenge would not exist, and OQL can never thank you enough for coming back season after season to participate in this event. Season 9 of Pop Culture Challenge starts in February, so you've got 3 months to get studying. But in the meantime, the International Culture Challenge will be running. Registration closes on Saturday, so if you prefer your highbrow to your lowbrow, head over to the Quiz Central website and sign yourself up. And now, on with the quiz. As the players know, they have 30 seconds on their own questions and 3 seconds as the questions go down the line. Please, players, keep your hands on screen at all times, and please do police this yourselves, because I will be looking at the questions more than I'll be looking at your hands. So, Tier 1, Season 8, Pop Culture Challenge Final kicks off. Best of luck, everybody.
Good luck,
Good
James.
luck, guys. Have fun.
Thanks, guys.
We start with round 1, questions to Dave. Which Italian fashion house launched the Flora fragrance range in 2010? The family who founded and give their name to this brand were ousted from control in 1993 in a power struggle that inspired a 2021 film.
Versace.
It is not Versace. Lewis.
Gucci.
It is Gucci. In 2022, which former jump jockey won the 5th season of Dancing with the Stars Ireland? Part of a racing family alongside her father Tommy and brothers Philip and Paul, she rode in the Aintree Grand National 6 times during her career before being elected as an MEP in 2024.
Johnson.
Not Johnson. Tom.
Pass.
And Evan.
Pass.
And Lewis.
Pass.
This is Nina Carberry. And your third question. N.K. Jemisin won 3 consecutive Hugo Awards for her novels The 5th Season, The Obelisk Gate, and The Stone Sky. These 3 books make up a trilogy known by what collective name?
Divergent.
It's not Tom.
Broken Earth.
It is the Broken Earth trilogy, yes. Lewis, your questions. In 10 Things I Hate About You, Patrick Verona, played by Heath Ledger, tries to woo Julia Stiles' Cat Stratford by serenading her with which song, popularised by Frankie Valli and Andy Williams?
Can't take my eyes off you.
Can't Take My Eyes Off You is right. Dakota Johnson is the daughter of which other actress? Herself, the daughter of Tippi Hedren. She was born during her mother's 2nd marriage to Don Johnson.
Griffith.
Melanie Griffith is right, yes. Which Bristolian snooker player has won 29 ranking events, but only 1 world championship, defeating John Higgins 18-9 in the 2019 final? Nicknamed the Ace in the Pack, he is one of only 3 players to have made 1,000 professional centuries.
Judd Trump.
That is Judd Trump, yes.
The worst Trump of all Trumps.
Tom, your questions. Tom Cruise's Ethan Hunt has had a plethora of allies in the Mission Impossible film franchise. They include Benji Dunn, played by which English actor in every instalment since Mission Impossible 3? In the rebooted Star Trek series of films, this man played Scotty.
Peg.
That is Simon Pegg, yes. Which guitarist formed the band Rainbow in Hartford in 1975 after leaving Deep Purple? His new band were often known as This Man's Rainbow.
Richie Blackmore.
That is Richie Blackmore. Which fashion designer, who co-founded the popular Camden town shop Swanky Modes in the 1970s, has been an expert judge alongside Patrick Grant on the Great British Sewing Bee since 2016?
What's her name? Couldn't see her. What's her name?
Ten seconds.
Stuart.
Not Stuart. Evan.
Young.
Esme Young is right, yes.
Yeah.
And Evan, your questions. Which city has MLB, NBA, and NHL teams, but has never had an NFL team? This city's MLB team claimed World Series titles in 1991 and 92, and its NBA side, the Raptors, won the championship in 2019.
Toronto.
That is Toronto, yes. What is the name of the short creatures, distinguished by their pink or white fur, small wings and antennae, who first appeared in Final Fantasy III? In Final Fantasy VII, party member Ketchi often rides a giant toy version of one of these. Either of two answers is acceptable.
Chocobo.
It's not. Dave.
Pass.
And Lewis.
Pass.
And Tom.
Pass.
I could have accepted Moogle or Mog.
No.
And the last question of the round. At the age of 6, Harvey Spencer Stevens was nominated for a Golden Globe for Best Acting Debut in a Motion Picture for his only film role, playing which devil child in The Omen? Either forename or surname is sufficient.
Damien.
Damien is right. Yes, Damien Thorne. So, end of round one. Lewis has 4. Tom and Evan have 3 each. Dave yet to get off the mark and yet to use a bonus attempt. The other 3 players have each used 1. Round 2, questions back to Dave. Which British medical soap opera was broadcast on ITV between 1972 and 79? Linda Bellingham made her breakthrough in this Midlands-based drama, which shares its name with an extremely long-running US soap with a similar setting.
General Hospital.
That is General Hospital. In Love Actually, Mark, played by Andrew Lincoln, tries to woo the newly married Juliet, played by Keira Knightley, by turning up at her house to tell her how he feels via the medium of cue cards. Which Christmas carol does he play on a portable stereo during this scene?
Carol of the Bells.
Not Carol of the Bells. Lewis.
Pass.
And Tom.
Pass.
And Evan.
Silent Night.
It is Silent Night, yes. Richie Blackmore hired which vocalist from the band Elf to provide lead vocals for Rainbow on its formation? This man would go on to replace Ozzy Osbourne in Black Sabbath, and in 1982 founded a band named after himself.
Dio.
That is Ronnie James Dio, yes. Lewis, your questions. Which 2 words are displayed on the only British road sign which is an inverted triangle?
You knew not being able to drive would get me one day. Slow down.
Not slow down. Dave.
Give way.
It is give way, yes. Which US fashion house released the fragrance Daisy in 2007? This company's namesake founder was creative director at Louis Vuitton from 1997 to 2014, and in recent years, he has worn long acrylic nails.
Marc Jacobs.
Marc Jacobs is right. Which art dealer and historian, who has discovered major works by Thomas Gainsborough and Anthony van Dyck during his career, has co-hosted Fake or Fortune alongside Fiona Bruce since its first series in 2011?
Pass.
Okay, Tom.
Pass.
And Dave.
Pass.
And Evan.
Pass.
This is Philip Mould. Tom, your questions. During his time as the American Badass, professional wrestler The Undertaker used the song Rollin' as entrance music. It was a hit for which new metal band, led by Fred Durst, who included it on their album Chocolate Starfish and the Hot Dog Flavoured Water?
Well, I considered having this as my intro music today. Limp Bizkit.
That is Limp Bizkit, yes. Which American city has had NFL, MLB, and NBA teams, but no NHL team since the Barons disbanded after a single season in 1976 to 77? This city's MLB side changed its name to the Guardians in 2021.
Cleveland.
That is Cleveland, yes. In 2007, which former long jumper won the third season of the Italian version of Strictly Come Dancing? This athlete competed for Britain until 1994, when she switched allegiance after marrying an Italian, and subsequently won 2 world titles and 2 Olympic silver medals.
Bernini.
Not Benini. Dave?
May.
It is Fiona May, yes. Evan, your questions. Dying in 2011, which Irish-American author became the first woman to win a Nebula Award and a Hugo Award for fiction? Both awards came in the late 1960s for the 2 novellas that made up Dragonflight, the first book in this author's series, Dragon Riders of Pern. Ten seconds.
Anne Wright.
It's not Lewis.
Pass.
Tom
Pass.
and Dave.
Pass.
This is Anne McCaffrey. Which French singer and model, who shot to fame at the age of 14 in 1987, is the mother of fellow model Lily Rose Depp, born during her relationship with Johnny Depp?
Paradis.
Vanessa Paradis it is. Which Belgian snooker player won his only world title in 2023, defeating Mark Selby in the final? In the semi-final, he recovered from 14-5 down to beat Chinese player Si Jiahui.
Bretzel.
Luca Bretzel is right, yes. So, end of round 2. Evan has 6, Tom and Lewis 5 each, Dave has 4. Lewis and Tom have each used 1 bonus attempt. Dave and Evan have used 2. Round 3, back to Dave. Which American city has NFL, MLB, and NHL teams, but has never had an NBA team, although Toronto Raptors briefly played there during the COVID pandemic? This city's NFL team, owned by the Glazer family, won its 2nd Super Bowl in 2020.
Tampa.
I will accept that, yep, Tampa Bay. Which word is displayed on the only British road sign which is octagonal?
Stop.
Stop is right. Appearing in Ghost Protocol and Rogue Nation, which American actor played the IMF agent William Brandt in the Mission Impossible franchise? This Marvel Cinematic Universe regular starred as protagonist Aaron Cross in 2012's The Bourne Legacy, replacing Matt Damon's eponymous agent.
Renner.
That is Jeremy Renner, yes. Lewis, another common feature of Final Fantasy games is a character known by which short name? In Final Fantasy VII, a mechanic and pilot with this name is a playable character. And in Final Fantasy 16, this name is used by the dominant of Ramu.
Pass.
Okay, Tom,
Pass.
Evan,
Pass.
and Dave.
Pass.
This is Sid.
Hmm.
Lewis, which show, which ran on BBC One from 1962 to 71, centred on the titular doctor in the fictional Scottish town of Tanachbray, who was played by Bill Simpson. This was one of 2 medical dramas of the era based on A.J. Cronin novels, along with The Citadel.
Pass.
Okay, Tom.
Pass.
And Evan.
Dr. Finley's casebook.
That is Dr. Finley's casebook, yes. Lewis, your third question. In 1974, Ursula K. Le Guin won a Hugo Award for which short story? An exploration of utilitarianism. The story is set in a utopian town where everybody is happy and peaceful, but where the town's prosperity depends on keeping a child in a permanent state of misery.
Pass.
Okay, Tom.
The Ones Who Walk Away from Omelas.
The Ones Who Walk Away from Omelas is exactly what it's called. For those of you watching at home.
I wasn't sure of the exact of the words.
And Tom, your own questions. Which design house released the fragrance Rose Gold in 2021? In the early 20th century, this company was known for its Art Nouveau stained glass items, produced under the creative leadership of a man with the forenames Louis Comfort, son of this company's founder.
Calvin Klein.
Not Calvin Klein. Lewis.
Pass.
Dave.
Pass.
And Evan.
Tiffany.
It is Tiffany, yes. Which American actress is the mother of Zoe Kravitz, born during her marriage to Lenny Kravitz? She later married Jason Momoa.
Bonet.
Lisa Bonet is right, yes. In his only film role, 12-year-old Peter Ostrom played which character in a 1971 musical adaptation of a famous children's novel? His character does not feature in the film's title, unlike that of the book. Either forename or surname is sufficient.
Charlie.
He is Charlie Bucket from Charlie and the Chocolate Factory. Evan, your questions. Which vocalist replaced Ronnie James Dio as lead singer of Rainbow in 1979, singing on hits like All Night Long and Since You've Been Gone? After leaving the band, he enjoyed a solo top 10 single in 1981 with Night Games. $10.
Pass.
Okay, Lewis.
Pass.
And Dave.
Pass.
And Tom.
Graham Bonnet.
It is Graham Bonnet, yes.
Bonnet and Bonnets.
Yes. Okay, Evan, second question. 16-time world darts champion Phil Taylor's entrance music was The Power, a UK #1 hit for which German Eurodance act? They also topped the chart in 1992 with Rhythm as a Dancer.
Snap.
Snap is right, yes. And the last question of the round. In 2007, which American short track speed skater won the 4th season of Dancing with the Stars? This man's 8 Olympic medals make him America's most decorated Winter Olympian, but he's also remembered for finishing second behind Australia's Stephen Bradbury in a notoriously chaotic race at the 2002 Games. $10.
Oh no.
Apollo Anton Ono, yes. Not just what I said when I read the question for the first time.
Oh, evil time.
So end of the round. Evan has 10, Tom has 9, Dave has 7, and Lewis has 5. Lewis has used 1 bonus attempt, Dave 2, Tom 3, and Evan has used 4. Moving on to round 4, questions back to Dave. The currency in the Final Fantasy series is most commonly known in English by what 3-letter name? Often obtained by defeating enemies, opening chests, or selling gear, some games in the series contain an ability to use its coins to inflict damage on enemies.
Yen.
It is not yen. Lewis.
Pass.
And Tom.
Pass.
And Evan.
Pass.
This is a gill. Which English snooker player won his only world title in 2015, defeating Shaun Murphy in the final? His victory at age 38 made him just the second player after Ken Doherty to have won both the amateur and professional world titles.
Selby.
Not Selby. Lewis.
Bingham.
It is Stuart Bingham. Dave. As well as being used in memes, the instrumental trance track Sandstorm is frequently used in sporting contexts, including as a theme song for the 2024 Copa America and as part of the Paris Olympics opening ceremony. It was a 1999 hit for which Finnish DJ?
Darude.
Darude is correct. Lewis, in 2009, which former strongman won the 4th season of the Swedish version of Strictly Come Dancing? He is the only Swede to have ever been crowned World's Strongest Man, lifting the title in 1999 and finishing on the podium 5 times in total.
Pass.
And Dave.
Pass.
And Tom.
Svensson.
Not Svensson. Evan.
Pass.
Oh.
No, not Svensson. Samuelson.
Svensson
Magnus
was a Norwegian bloke, I think. Sorry.
Lewis. In Mission Impossible Dead Reckoning Part 1, which British-American actor played Grace, a thief who eventually becomes an ally of Ethan Hunt? She's probably best known for playing Peggy Carter in the Marvel Cinematic Universe.
Haley Atwell.
That is Haley Atwell, yes. Linda Blair played which 12-year-old girl who is possessed by a demon in The Exorcist? She reprised the role in both its 1977 sequel and the 2023 reboot Exorcist Believer. Either forename or surname is sufficient.
Reagan.
Reagan McNeil. Tom, questions to you. In The Wedding Singer, Adam Sandler's Robbie serenades Julia, played by Drew Barrymore, on an aeroplane with a song he wrote himself. He gets a helping hand from which British rock star of the 1970s and 80s, who introduces him over the plane's PA system?
Billy Idol.
That is Billy Idol. Which New Zealander was nominated for the Hugo Award for Best Novel for all 3 of her published novels, which make up the Locked Tomb series and begin with Gideon the Ninth?
Johnson.
Not Johnson. Dave.
Pass.
And Lewis.
Pass.
And Evan.
Pass.
This is Tamsin Muir.
Never heard of her. Tough.
Tom, your third question. The British soap General Hospital was an attempt to repeat the success of which earlier British medical soap opera, which aired between 1957 and 67? Initially titled Calling Nurse Roberts, it is notable for showing the second interracial kiss on British television.
Private Practice.
Not Private Practice. Dave.
Pass.
And Lewis.
Pass.
And Evan.
Pass.
This is Emergency Ward 10.
Yeah.
Evan, your questions. Which master ceramicist, known for his award-winning word range, has been the expert judge on Channel 4's The Great Pottery Throwdown since 2015, when he debuted alongside fellow judge Kate Malone?
Stevens.
Not Stevens. Dave.
Pass.
And Lewis.
Jones.
Prompt.
Brenner Jones.
Keith Brymer Jones, yes. And Evan, your second question. Which fashion house released the fragrance Flower Bomb in 2005? It was founded in Amsterdam in 1993 by its eponymous founders, whose surnames are Horsting and Sneuren.
Victor and Rolf.
Victor and Rolf is right. What two colours is the sign which indicates that the national speed limit applies on a road?
White and black.
White and black, yes. So 1 round to go. Evan has 12, Tom has 10, Lewis has 9, and Dave has 8. Dave has used 2 bonus attempts, Lewis 3. Tom and Evan have each used 4. Final round. Dave, your questions. Actors Maud and Iris Apatow are the daughters of which actress? This woman's acting career has included several collaborations with her husband, director Judd Apatow.
Man.
It is Leslie Mann, yes. Which pastry chef has been a judge on Bake Off the Professionals alongside Benoit Blanc since 2016? She began her career at Singapore's Raffles Hotel and went on to become executive pastry chef at the Langham in London.
Smith.
Not Smith. Lewis.
Pass.
And Tom.
No, pass.
Evan.
Pass.
Her name is Cherish Findon.
Yeah.
And Dave, your third question. Jodie Foster was nominated for a Best Supporting Actress Academy Award for her role as which teenage sex worker in the 1976 film Taxi Driver? Either forename or surname is sufficient.
Anna.
It's not Anna. Lewis.
Pass.
And Tom.
Can't remember, pass.
Okay, Evan.
Pass.
Iris Steensma.
Yeah, Iris.
No, I didn't have that.
Lewis, your questions. The track Chelsea Dagger has been used by sports teams including Celtic, Juventus, and the NHL Chicago Blackhawks. It is by which Scottish indie band, whose other hits included Henrietta and Whistle for the Choir?
Fratellis.
The Fratellis is right. In 1983, Graham Bonnet formed the band Alcatraz. Its guitarist was which Swede, known for his neoclassical style, who was in turn replaced by Steve Vai for the band's 1985 album Disturbing the Peace?
Pass.
Okay, Dave.
Pass.
And Tom.
Ingrid Malmsteen.
Ingrid Malmsteen is right. And Lewis, your third question. Which American city has had NFL, MLB, and NHL teams, but no NBA team since 2008, when the Supersonics moved to Oklahoma City to become the Thunder? Its NHL team, the Kraken, only joined that league in 2021.
Seattle.
That is Seattle, yes. Tom, your questions. In the Final Fantasy games, the player can summon which creature, also known as the Dragon King, whose signature ability is Mega Flare and upgraded variants such as Terra Flare? In Final Fantasy XVI, Dion Lesage is the dominant of this icon of light. A one-word answer will suffice.
Demogorgon.
That's not that. Dave.
Pass.
And Lewis.
Pass.
And Evan.
Pass.
That one word is Bahamut.
No.
Which Australian snooker player won his only world title in 2010, defeating Graham Dott in the final? He is the only player born outside the UK to have completed snooker's Triple Crown.
Robertson.
That is Neil Robertson, yes. A circular sign with a red border, showing a black and red car side by side, indicates that what action is prohibited?
Overtaking.
Overtaking is right. And Evan, your questions. Which BBC medical soap opera, broadcast between 1975 and 83, was created by Julia Smith and Tony Holland after they had worked together on Z-Cars? Pauline Quirk and Fiona Fullerton had early roles on this show about the lives of student nurses at hospitals in London and then Birmingham. 10 seconds.
Accident and emergency.
It's not. Dave.
Angels.
Angels is exactly what it was, yes. The only one of Ethan Hunt's allies to appear in every Mission Impossible film is computer expert Luther Stickle, who is played by which American actor? In Pulp Fiction, this actor portrays crime boss Marcellus Wallace.
Rames.
That is Ving Rhames, yes. And the final question. In Say Anything, John Cusack's Lloyd Dobler tries to win back Diane Court, played by Ione Skye, by standing outside her window with a boombox hoisted above his head. The song it plays is In Your Eyes, a ballad by which British singer? Ten seconds.
Rod Stewart.
Not Rod Stewart. Dave.
Peter Gabriel.
It is Peter Gabriel, yes.
Thanks, Dave.
Jesus.
Which means that at the
Silent
end of
night,
5
God's sake.
rounds, Tom and Evan are tied for the lead with 13. Dave and Lewis are tied for third place with 11. So we have a tie-break situation. Voices in my head. Do I have to break the tie for third, or do we do that later on?
Yeah, we do, because there's bronze medals now.
Okay.
And unless, I mean, I can ask John if
No.
Dave and Lewis want to share a bronze medal, I think would be.
Happy to. What do you reckon?
Me too.
Lewis?
Very happy to share.
Yeah.
All right.
Oh,
just-
they can
just-
have one each.
King Solomon it, right?
Yeah. Like one of those sort of cute necklaces.
Okay, in which case, Tom and Evan are in a tiebreak, so I will send Evan away into the waiting room for now.
Good luck, guys.
Good luck.
That didn't work. There we go. Okay, Tom, I am going to paste these into the Zoom chat.
Get the chat open. There you go.
Okay, same rules apply. You get 30 seconds. I'll give you a 10-second prompt if you need one. And I will not tell you whether you're right or wrong. Okay, here we go. Which footballer was the only Muslim to play in the inaugural Premier League season? He was born in the Spanish exclave of Ceuta, and a few years later scored a very memorable goal in a cup final.
Yikes.
Ten seconds.
I'm drawing a complete blank. Costa.
Okay. Which actress played the role of chess prodigy Beth Harmon in the 2020 Netflix series The Queen's Gambit?
Anya Taylor-Joy.
Okay. The 2001 science fiction novel The Fall of Reach is set within the universe of which video game series?
2001.
10 seconds.
Metroid.
Okay, thank you very much. I will send you to the waiting room. And we will bring Evan back. Hi, Evan. I'm going to paste these into the Zoom chat.
Yep.
Same rules as before, 30 seconds. I'll give you a 10-second prompt if you need one, and I will not tell you whether you're right or wrong.
Yeah.
Okay, here we go. Good luck. Which footballer was the only Muslim to play in the inaugural Premier League season? He was born in the Spanish ex-slave of Ceuta, and a few years later scored a very memorable goal in a cup final.
Nadim.
Okay, thank you. Which actress played the role of chess prodigy Beth Harmon in the 2020 Netflix series The Queen's Gambit?
Anya Taylor-Joy.
Thank you. The 2001 science fiction novel The Fall of Reach is set within the universe of which video game series?
Yeah, let's go with Taylor.
All right. Let's bring Tom back. Welcome back, Tom. All right, this is how it went. The footballer who was the only Muslim to play in the inaugural Premier League season and scored a memorable goal was Naeem. Naeem from the halfway line. Which neither of you got, I'm afraid. The actress who played the role of Beth Harmon in The Queen's Gambit, Anya Taylor-Joy, which both Evan and Tom got right. Third question, the 2001 science fiction novel The Fall of Reach is set within the universe of which video game series? Tom gave me, I think, Metroid. Evan said Halo, but the right answer is Halo. So Evan wins his third
Bad luck, Tom.
Pop Culture Challenge in a row. Congratulations,
Well
Evan.
done.
Commiserations,
Well
Tom.
Well done, Evan.
Well done, mate.
Didn't think of it, you know. Speaking of older franchises.
Huge congratulations. Thank you to those of you who have been watching. We'll be back, as I said, in February. In the meantime, there is an international culture competition. Please do follow the Facebook pages for the Online Quiz League. Thank you very much and good night.
Bye-bye.
Cheers, Ian. Cheers, everyone.
Bye.